Hello again here at Meeples Magazine. Today we have a preview for a game called Apocalypse by Argix Games. Argix Games are a French publisher that make something they call augmented reality investigative games. That means they send you a box of mystery items that in some way make up a puzzle from where you step by step go to a solution. It's a bit like an escape room with less moving around but more mystery inside, and the special thing is that you also have to use some online sources to do things, and in the final product you'll even have to email people to get answers to what you're doing. It's a bit hard to imagine, but they sent us what they call the prelude for the game, so I can just show you how we went through that, and because it's a prelude it should not contain any spoilers if you decide that you want to play the final game. So we got this small envelope of stuff that we have a tape measure here, a nail file, a box of matches and some Bible verses, and we have the mysterious letter. To those who shall read these lines. It is now too late. The countdown has begun and the trumpets of his vengeance have sounded. Yeah, you can see it's pretty dramatic and goes on for a while about how the apocalypse is coming and so on. What interests us is in the last paragraph when it says, "In my immense mercy, I am leaving you some clues." Clues are good, clues tell us what to do. The measuring tape that I used to size their graves, and a fiery word in the alphabet for the blind, whose colors only the sighted may decipher. Signed, Abaddon. So you can see right away that we're going for a pretty dramatic tone here, but at least the last clue is giving us to start with right away, because fiery words, the only thing that we see here with fire is the box of matches. And here there's some matches inside, and if you open them, you can see that the matches have dots in different colors on them, and at the bottom of the matchstick drawer you have a sequence of those colors. Now we know that it's supposed in the alphabet for the blind. It's not a tough conclusion there that it's in Braille, and there are colored dots here so that only the sighted may decipher. That all fits together. So the first thing we did was take a phone, find the Braille alphabet online, line the matches up in the order that the drawer gives, and decoding that gives us the word psalmy, or psalms in English. That fits miraculously with one of the Bible excerpts. That is very good, that shows us we did something right, but then we got stuck a bit because we tried to go forward from there and just couldn't make it fit with anything because we needed other clues first. So I'll save you the 10 minutes that we puzzled about what to do with those psalms now, and we have a look at the nail file that says YouTube and then has a lot of dashes where you can guess there's letters or numbers to be filled in. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there are 3 different colors here. There are 3 characters in red, 3 in blue and 7 in black. That was exactly our problem, because we found a lot of 6-letter words that we could come out of the psalmy, but not 7. So let's look at that next. The different colors are repeated in places around the thing. Now, where was the... Can not really see it here, but inside the matchbox there are 3 red letters. That is B, W, V, that go with the 3 red dashes here. If you unspool the measuring tape, you see some numbers along the way. Those will be interesting in a moment. And at the end you have 3 numbers that happen to be in blue, matching the 3 blue dashes on the nail file. That is 5, 4, 6. And then we got stuck again because we had nothing with 7 letters, until someone that was smarter than me looked at the letter and realized there are 7 dashes at the bottom of the letter. So that word probably comes from here somewhere. And then you look at the letter and you see that some letters on it are in italics. And if you count them, it happens to be 7. And when you put them together, you get the word Babylon. then the whole thing tells you YouTube. So what we did next is we went on YouTube and entered that into the search. Sorry. And we didn't find anything. Then we decided, well, there are no spaces here, so we entered without spaces, and then we found a video that has the logo of the game as the video background, so that was a pretty good guess that that was the right place to look. I'll spare you the YouTube video because it's a 60-second music piece by Bach, and I really hate Bach. So yeah, that was a bit of a torture, but we got somewhere from there, because the music piece has some gaps in it that are 1-second pieces of silence. So we knew something with those it has to be. And then we came to the conclusion after much more time than it looks now, it really took us a bit, that the measuring tape is exactly 60 inches long. And you can see some numbers on the thing, and when you line up those numbers with the gaps, with the silences on the video, then you get exactly 2 pairs of numbers, and you get another hint on the description of the video that you're looking for the word in between the encoded words in your Bible excerpt. So you may be able to see here the Bible excerpt has numbered lines. Numbered lines. So we took the pairs of numbers as line number and word, and it gave us the words Jerusalem and memento that are like here, and there's exactly 1 word between them, that is recordata. So we assumed that recordata was the word that we needed to do something on the next step. Then the description on the video told us a few more things what to do with it, if you actually know what you're looking for. In the end, we ended up Googling some of the stuff that was there, and the name, don't let me lie now, Vigenère, I think it was, brought us to something interesting, because that guy created an encryption cipher back in the 16th century that you can find pretty easily online once you know what you're looking for. And then we put the word recordata into that cipher with the key that we also got from the description, and it got us to an output that directed us to another website, and so on. That is pretty much in rough outlines what the prelude did for us. It was really quite an interesting experience, and I should say less really, I know, I apologize. The whole thing took us about 45 minutes to get there. A lot of that time was spent on not realizing that the letter actually has useful information for us. The final game is supposed to be much longer than that. They say it should take something like 3 to 4 hours to solve. It will be, just like you see here, all handmade components, limited edition. So if you don't get it on the Kickstarter, you probably won't get a chance to get it. And if you're into this sort of mystery and puzzles and things like escape rooms, then it's a lot of fun to solve these. There will be an online system for getting clues if you're completely stuck on something. It helped us with the prelude as well, because we're not as smart as we look, let's be frank here. Yeah, it's a fun experience for puzzle fans, and if you're into that, then this is a Kickstarter really worth looking into. Hope you enjoyed our little preview, hope you have a look at the game, and if you decide to get it, I hope you let us know how you like the final product. See you soon, bye bye!